Respected sadhakas, welcome, salutations, gratitudes, congratulations to you, S- submissions as well as prayers. Welcome again that another day of our evening enjoyment of studying four Shastras of Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana, Adya Shankara Grantha, Skanda Purana. Yesterday we started the most beautiful Vaishnava Khanda, that also Tirupati Venkatacharapati Bhagwan's Mahatmyam. And in our chantings, yesterday we started Upanishads, Mandukya Upanishad. So, how beautiful they are. If we can really fully attend to, information we'll get, knowledge we get, inspiration we get, taking initiative, moving in spiritual path again is in our hands. When we are committed, nobody can stop us, just like when you are not committed, nobody can push us. So let us start the study of the first text, Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana. Second, Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakaranam. In that second Prakaranam, 14th Sarga, most beautiful topic of Vichara Nirupanam. So here Vasishtaji is trying his best by telling us through all logics, examples, explanations that it is only through the Vichara that all problems, dukkha we can avoid. It is only through Vichara that all the successes are obtained. It is only through Vichara that the higher worlds can be gained. Again, it is only through Vichara that the spiritual unfoldment also can result. So that important is this Vichara, which you and I as human being alone can do, because we have the Vichara doing Buddhi with us. And the Samagri for the Vichara is the Shastra Guru Upadesha, that also is abundantly available. Using it, you doing Vichara, taking correct decisions, correct undertakings, we can keep on make our lives beautiful, wonderful. Drop the Vichara, live life at the confused emotional level, creating chaos to oneself and also to the world at large. So let us be the human beings by using Vichara. Let us be the successful human beings again by doing that Vichara continuously. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavadu Sahanao Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Om Sarusibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने. ओम तस्मै श्री गुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे. विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं. तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नता स्मः. पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्धिधीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये. ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि. सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि. ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः. श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यासादि ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषद योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुति स्मृति पुराणे इतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थानजागरणविश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिकप्रगतेकता शान्त्यर्थम् अस्माकं सह समस्तसनातनधर्मसंस्थापकानां धर्मसंस्थापनकार्ये निरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्तमन्दिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयभूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरन्तरशास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्यादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूलनिर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः शाश्वतरूपेण सम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थप्रतिष्ठाद्वारा विश्वसंरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजय तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवत् देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा देश माता पितृधर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ रामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम अध्ययनम साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठादि महर्षिभ्यो नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्र मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं ततः ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति श्रीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्योभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रं द्वितीय मुमुक्षु व्यवहार प्रकरणं विचार निरूपणं नाम चतुर्दश सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच। So what Vashishtha ji said yesterday, we have come up to the verse number 15. So what is the 15 onwards? Let us start. कि महापदति दीर्घेषु सद्विचार परो नरः न निमज्जति मोहेषु तेजो राशि तमस्सु इव. So tejo rashi is Bhagavan Surya. Tejo rashim sarvato diptimantam. You can't imagine even in the dream that the Surya will be overpowered by the darkness, because his nature itself is not an ordinary light, but the light illuminating all the three worlds. So just like Surya Bhagavan is not darkened by the darkness or the Ratri or Andhakara, in the same way, Maha Apat Ati Dirgeshu. You know, Ati Dirga, long lasting, Apada, difficulties, Maha Apada, big difficulties into them. Sat Vichara Paraha Naraha, a human being who is doing Vichara and who is doing Sad Vichara. Sad Vichara here is Sat Tattva Vichara based on Sat Guru, Sat Shastra. So Sat Guru, Sat Shastra, Margadarshanam, Sat Tattva Vichara Para. That human being, Maha Apat Ati Dirgheshu Moheshu. The delusions which are the cause of Maha Apad Ati Dirgha. The delusions which are cause for the big troubles and problems, difficulties, which they last for long time. Into them, this Sat Vichara Para Vyakti Nanimajjati. He will not get drowned into that Moha, which creates lot of the Apada. So every Apada is a Phala. That Phala is always of the Karma. And Karma which gives Apada Rupi Phala is naturally the Samsara Karma, the Dushkarma, the Vasana Kamana Janita Karma. Is that Vichara Para Vyakti, because he understands how he is becoming Dukhi, the cause of it both. The karmas, the kamanas, and the vasanas and avidya. Because he is Sadvichara Para, he is achieving the vidya, his marga is now becoming vidyamaya. Therefore, avidya, vasana, janita, kamana, janita karma, he will not involve in, because that moha has gone away from him, because he is doing vichara. Therefore, The Maha Apat, Ati Dirgha Apat, he will not fall into. Big problems, long problems. So the big problem is Janma to Marana, in between all. Long problem is like this Janma Marana Parampara going for millions of lives. That also, if the karmas are bad, in the wrong or bad yonis of Pashu Pakshi Adi. So the reverse of it is what? Therefore, a person who doesn't do sad vichara, he will fall into the trap of that moha, by which he will commit such karma which will give maha apad ati dirgha apad. So maha apad ati dirgheshu sadvichara paro narah nanimajjati moheshu tejo rashiriva rashi tamassu iva. So therefore become vicharavan vyakti. Make it subtler. Even after we are studying this Vichara Mahima from last 5 days, in how many of our days, doings and schedules, thorough Vichara we have done based on the Upadesha by the Sadgurus and Shastra. Isn't it? Let us make a habit of it from now onwards. In fact, these four moksha margas which we are studying, Shamo, Vichara, Santosha, Chaturtha, Sadhu Sangamaha. By the time we complete the study of this topic, all these four we should be starting to do sadhana if possible, even master them. First was the Shama Nirupanam, how the mind has to be brought into Shamasthiti. With the mana brought into controlled Shamasthiti, it is to be used for vichara. Now we are seeing the vichara mahima. So we have to do vichara about everything from now onwards. Without vichara and without the sanctioned authority of Shastra and Sadguru Upadesha, let us not decide anything, do anything. We will be the safest people if we do so. And the Sadvichara of Shastras is only two. If you want Abhyudaya, the outer world, there are these Yajnayaga Upasana, Swadharma Karma. Do according to that. If you want Nishrayasa, keep all of them away. Pursue the path through the study of Mahavakyas, through Upanishads. This is the Shastra saying. तो उसको मन में रखकर विचार करो, करे क्या हर दिन. Take the right decisions. है ना? That's the beauty. Now, today we will see wonderful shlokas. 16th one we are studying. Manase sarasi swache vichara kamalotkarah nunam vikasito yasya himavan iva bhati saha. Manase manasi sarasi swache vichara kamalotkarah nunam vikasito yasya himavan iva bhati saha. Beautiful, no? Two sadhanas. One, manase sarasi swache. A person in whose mind is like a saraha, saras, the lake, and swacha. Maybe from here only, Tulsidas must have got the title for his writing, Sri Ramacharita Manasa. So, swache manasa sarasi. Manase sarasi. First of all, our lake of mind be swacha and shuddha. That is Shamitamana, as was seen in earlier Sarga. And in that, Vichara Kamala Utkaraha, that a beautiful lotus is blossomed. Blossomed lotus, beautiful. Kamala, Utkara Kamala. Very well blossomed, the best quality lotus. And what is it? Vichara. So, like a beautiful lake, in that the lotus has blossomed fully. And in some Himalayan regions, there is the Brahma Kamala also. Sahasra Dhala Kamala. Very rare to say that. So our own mind is Manas is Saras. In that, Kamala Utkara, very beautiful Kamala blossomed. What is it, Kamala? Vichara. So Vichara Kamala Utkara. Lot of proper Vichara, authentic Vichara. Okay? Kamala lotuses, if they are blossoming, then Nunam Vikasito Yasya. The one in whose lake of the mind, the most beautiful Vichara named lotuses are blossomed. If that happens, Himavaniva Bhati Saha. That person will be as great, grand, glorious as the Himavan, the Himalaya Parvata Shreni. What is the beauty of the Himalayas? First of all, the coolness. Second, It sees to is that the glaciers are ice is melted and the water is continuously given for the jivas even through the peak summers, etc. Third one, Himalaya is the abode for all the Rishi Munis to do tapasya. Or even Devatas stay there. Fifth one, in the Himalayas, all the Aushadhis etc. are available. Bhagwan Shiva Adi, Narayana Adi, all of them are doing tapasya only. So that person is like Himavan means he is as cool as resourceful for himself and everybody, just like the Himalayas. So let the lotuses of Vichara blossom in the lake of our mind. So Manase Sarasi Swache Vichara Kamalotkarah Nunam Vikasito Yasya Saha Himavani Vabhati Himavani Vabhati Saha. So make the heart Swacha. And here the one extra word added of which meaning we have to ponder over is Swacha. Because when the mind is aswacha, sold out to asanas and desires and also outer world, it cannot have the capacity for the blossoming of the vichara kamalas. है ना, कोई बंदा कोई एडिक्टेड हो गया, अब उसको स्वयं तो विचार उते होता ही नहीं और दूसरे को बताया तो भी उसका सुनेगा नहीं वो. इसलिए मेक द मन स्वच्छ फर्स्ट. हाउ द मन इज मेड स्वच्छ? by Swadharma Anushtana, by some Niyama Nishtas that are prescribed by the Shastra or elders. Then we find the peace of mind. In that peaceful mind, now do the Vichara Kamala Utkaraha. And do the Udaya of them. Because of them, then Saha Himavani Bhati. It will be very lofty, wide spread like Himavan and the very beautiful mountain ranges, abode of all devatas, all Rishimunigana, all the perennial rivers, औषधीस. Isn't it? हिमालय की तरफ बंदा इस तरह से लोगों का दुख दूर करने वाला होता है. हिमालय is a remover of the dukkhas of all beings, giver of all sukha. Anybody stays there and does dhyanam, even that Himalaya Parvata Shreni, because of its divyata, can give that person very soon the dhyana phala, tapa phala. Keeping all those benefits in mind, remember the person with vichara in his buddhi also will be beneficial to himself and the world at large. Therefore, go to the Guru, study Shastra from him, and do the Tattva Vichara at the same time, the Atmanatma Vichara, Jagat Mithyatva Vichara, then Bandhakarana Vichara, Moksha Karana Vichara. Always the Vichara should go on happening in our mind. The one who is able to reach to that level of Nirantara Vichara, he is really conquered intellectual Tamoguna and the intellect's slavery to the other faculties. Beautiful life it is. Try correct. एक और श्लोक विचार विकलायस्य मतिमान्द्यमुपेयुषः कस्योदेत्य शनिश्चन्द्रात् उदायक्षः शिशोरिव. So 1 or 2 slokas telling us telling and encouraging us to do the vichara, and 1 or 2 slokas telling if we don't do vichara or such sadhanas, how we incur problems or losses. This sloka talks about if we don't have the vichara, how do we suffer? So vichara vikala yasya mati. The one whose mati is vichara vikala. Without the vichara. Vikala means vichara रूपी कला नहीं है, therefore vikala हो गया हो. Vichara vikala yasya mati. The one whose mati is dull-witted, not able to do the vichara at all, because it has not got the training. It never went to the Guru and studied from him the Shastra and practiced that vichara. Like Rama Katha, I listen. So vichara I do. Rama, so great that even though he had no mistake of him, yet when the parents told father, he went for Vanavas. Vichara, how Pitruvakya Paripalana Dakshata. And 14 years in the jungle. He was there only, he never went into any village or any Grahastha's house. He remained between the Munis only. In that Muni Valkala Dharana, only Kandamula Phala he had 14 years. Not a pizza burger getting from here and there nearby villages. Kuch nahi. Kandamula Phala only he had. Vichara. See how Katina Tapasya he has done of so many years. Vichara. Oh, that means Rama is famous because of these things. Let me do all those things in my life also for my mukti, not to become famous. Then see the glory of Sita Mata and Lakshmana Swami. They were never asked to go to forest, isn't it? They were never asked. They themselves chose, both of them, to serve Lord. See the greatness of them. And then 2 months, 3 months, 4 months after seeing it, they could have left Rama and gone. 1 साल 2 साल के बाद भैया बहुत हो गया आप कर लो मैं जा रहा हूँ. सीता जी भी कह सकती है फिर से मैं आऊंगी मेरे को एनीवे तो ऐसा ऑर्डर नहीं है तो 1 साल आई विल स्टे विद माय पेरेंट्स 1 साल आई विल स्टे इन अयोध्या देन अगेन आई विल कम बैक टू यू आई विल कैच यू अप in whichever the place you are. I'll know it. She can say, uh-huh, all 14 years she suffered with Ram. This is called Vichara. Like that, the ones who don't have this Vichara, so too the Tattva Vichara, having heard Upanishads, etc. So the Dharma Granthas, the Upasana Granthas, the Yajna Granthas are topics, Vedanta Granthas. When we listen from Shastra Gurus and do the Vichara. If the one who doesn't have this Kala, so Vichara Vikala Yasya Mati. Therefore, what is his mind? He Mandyam Upayusha. Now, very secret is revealed here. Please remember, the one who doesn't do Nirantara Vichara, his mind becomes Manda. Mati becomes Manda. So why people are Manda Mati? Because they are not doing Vichara. They are only indulging in the Bhoga through senses and mana. All animals also are in that type of yoni of Bhoga and Nidra. Therefore, their buddhi is not there. They don't do Vichara. Manusha has buddhi. If it doesn't do Vichara, the buddhi becomes unused atrophy. It becomes Mandam. Very important talk. Vichara Vikala Yasya Matihi Mandyamupeshaha. Then what happens to him? Kasya Udeti Ashani Chandrat Mudha Yakshah Shishoriva. He says all problems come to him. Invited only. Two things he gives examples. One he says, like the child night time, some bhuta pishacha comes to trouble him only. And the Bhetala or Bhuta, they come in front of child to frighten, threaten. In that way, problems come in front of this fellow. What sort of problems? Example दोगे interesting example. कि कस्य उदेति अशनि ही चंद्रात. You know that thunder bolt होता है ना अशनि जो lightning वाला. It just burns the houses or the trees wherever it falls. Rainy season में. The thunderbolt, isn't it? That Chandrama, from Chandrama on his head, the thunderbolt falling. अब देखो चंद्रमा is the giver of coolness. Instead of giving coolness, the Chandrama himself is giving the thunderbolt effect to that fellow. That way, he will invoke the troubles if his mati is manda because no vichara kala with him. This is something like, in Sita Rama Katha, in Tulsi Ramayana. Sita ji also says same thing. Rama in his Sandesha also says same to Hanuman, through Hanuman ji. कि तव दुख दुखी सुकृपा निकेता then abu sandesha janani sunu dhira dhari Ram ji ka. And what he says? कि हे सीते when you are not there, everything is viparita to me. Huh? That's because navataru kisalaya agani samana. Then Barida Barasha Tapata Telu Jetela. The clouds are raining, the very hot oil only. Everybody who was convenient to me, now inconvenient to me too now. सेवा करने वाले प्रतिकूल. Because you are not there. My dukkha. So many examples Ramji says, 7 or 8 of them he says. Why Sita is not there? In the same way, thou has no mati used, no vichara done on the strength of authority of Shastra, he will be inviting problems of getting burnt even from the cooling moon. ठंडे देने वाले चंद्रमा अशनि दे रहे का अर्थ क्या हुआ फ्रॉम द सोर्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड विच इज द सोर्स ऑफ हैप्पीनेस दिस विचार रहित व्यक्ति विल इन्वोक ओनली दुख एंड मिजरी ओनली and the dukkhas will come in front of him to frighten so much like the betala appearing in front of small children. अपना ना the बेताड़ा बच्चों को मास्क वगैरह पहन के डराते हैं कि नहीं अर्लियर इट यूज टू कम बेताड़ा रियली बच्चों को आना उसमें आवाहित होना कुछ कुछ why they do that they know it अब वो नहीं आते बिकॉज वो डर जाते हैं ये बच्चे का इसका ये खुद ही एक बेताल है जनरली बेताड़ा catch the human being. This Hillo himself is Betada. Why take risk? So they are not coming nowadays. So this is the example. Think about it. Do you want to invite problems from even the sources which give us sukha? Do you want to suffer with big, big dangers? Yeah. Then make continue your mati to be manda. Never start vichara. So vichara vikala yasya matihi mandyamupeyushaha. For him, kasya udeti ashanihi chandrat mudha yaksha shishoho iva. Yaksha before Shishu and from the Chandra Ashani. In that way, problems come. So, to all our dukkha and problem, today we have understood the karana is vichara rahityam. Now, the solution also we have understood, keep on doing. That is everyday Shastra Shravana, Shastra Adhyana, होते ही रहना है उससे हमको जो ज्ञान मिलते हैं उसके आधार पर हर एक समय विचार करना regarding taking decisions of doing or not doing, going or not going, all of that. Kartru, akartru, like in Gita कहते हैं ना, who is the tamasic fellow who doesn't know pravritti and nivritti because his buddhi is manda. Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha janaha na vidu asuraha. Why they never think? Sattva people, they do vichara and decide regarding pravritti to involve or nivritti or not to involve. Thus, they are always safe. Without that involvement of the in karma, kaya, vacha or manasa, any karma or withdrawal. Vichara karo, most important. Now, vichar vikalayasya matirmandyamupayushaha kasyodetyanischandratu udayaksha shoriva. एक और श्लोक है दुख खंडकम अस्थूलम विपन्नवलता मधुः राम दूरे परित्याज्य निर्विवेको नराधमः. So, another thing. This sloka 18th one, like even the Samaya and before that, in every of the topic, while that particular topic is taught to us, we are also told about one more thing continuously by Vaashishthaji that those people who don't have this Sadguna, whichever is the discussion, under discussion, that person don't allow you to be your friend. Get yourself out of his company. Because he will induce that Durguna to you. And like you are coming to satsang regularly. And the fellow never comes. If you be in touch with him, वो कहेगा क्या जा रहा है क्लास में बोरिंग है इतने साल से बोल बोल के ना उनका उद्धार हुआ ना तुम्हारा हुआ अब इतने दिन यू हैव मिस्ड ऑल योर इवनिंग जॉयज इनफैक्ट इवनिंग इज द टाइम 6 to 8 ऑल द भूत पेता घूमते रहते हैं और यू आर सिटिंग इन द क्लास यू शुड आल्सो गो आउट एंड गेट लास्ट they say. Isn't it? 6 to 8 is the time where all Dushta Rakshasas move karte hain world mein, finding a correct place to enter. That is why in our Hindu Sanatana Dharma, these 2 hours after lighting the lamp, we are all told to do bhajan kirtan. Sahi baat. Puja Gurudev introduced and we have last 4.5 years never missed even one class in the evening. थोड़ा आधा घंटा इधर उधर हुआ होगा एक आध बार, but otherwise we went on doing. Very good. So if you have that bad company, they'll misguide you. So he says, Dukkha Khandakam. Dukkha Khandaka means keeping on giving one by one dukkha. Astulam, and those dukkhas are not only stula but sukshma dukkhas also. Then Vipat Nava Lata Madhuhu. Vipat means all problems, difficulties. Nava means fresh, ever, everyday growing. Lata, the creepers. Madhu, which is a nectar for that. So, nectar for the Madhu, which is Vipat Nava. Vipat means difficulties, problems. So, Madhu means Madhumasa. So, in that Madhumasa, so for the growth of fresh birth and growth of Vipada Rupi Latas, he is a Madhumasa, such a Dushta Vyakti. And because of whom Khanda, Dukkhas keep on coming, and they are Stulam as well as Sukshma. Okay, Dukkha Khandakam, Astulam, Vipat Nava Lata Madhuhu. Who is he? In Nirviveko Naradhamaha. The person who is a Adhama among the Nara, because he is Nirviveka, he never does the Viveka. Then what is to be done with him? Hey Rama, Dure Parityaja. Far away distance, you have to give up that fellow, throw away that fellow. Oh Naradama. If you are in close company with that Naradhama who is Nirvikara, Nirvivekaha or Nirvicharaha, he will bring Nava Nava Vipadas to your life. He will bring Stula and Sukshma Vipadas to your life. All the time is the bringer of Dukkha only to you. Because he is not doing Vichara. So he is sold out to his vasanas, his desires, and the same things he will instill in you. If you are in company of the Vichara for a Santa Mahatma, he will teach you Shastra and he will see to it that we do good things and grow. But if you are in with the company of this Naradhama, he will only destroy us. So यहाँ विचार जब भी कहते हैं उसका अर्थ विचारा according to the Sat Shastras as guided by the Guru. है ना? Sat Shastra we cannot study by ourselves exactly what are the subtler deeper meanings we will not know. Only a guru who from parampara has learned and himself experimented, he can tell exactly the meaning of that sloka. Like Sarva Dharman Parityajya. So that literal meaning is what? धर्म सारा छोड़ दो. अब बंदा कहेगा स्वामी जी मैं कल ही सोच रहा था कि let me start living life of dharma, but today only you told in Gita that you should give up the dharma. मैंने कहा anyway छोड़ना ही है तो मैं क्यों करूं? Yeah, that fellow may think. मतलब I read today or somebody told me. Only Swami will reveal बेटा सर्व धर्मान परित्यज्य is equal to पहले सर्व धर्मान practice करके. Because without practicing, how can you give up? And somebody says, I'm divorcing now. Why? What happened to you and the wife? You are fighting or what? No. Then what? So what did she say? Nothing. Then our marriage, I am not even married now. Are without marriage, how can you give divorce? In the same way, without doing sarva dharma, how can you give up? Only Guru can tell us. The meaning of that is sarva dharman krutva. Gita, which is a giver of the Dharma Shastra, how can it say give up Dharma at the end of it? देखो अर्जुन इतना समझ गया ना, हाँ ये काम कर बेटा सारा धर्म छोड़ अधर्म पकड़ सत्यानाश हो जा, यही मेरा तेरा उपदेश है तथास्तु. Will do Lord Krishna do that? Isn't it? Sarva dharman krutva. First understand it. Second is parityaja means not become lazy. Dharman parityaja is not to do adharma. Then what? The second line is important. Mamekam sharanam raja. Just take refuge at my feet, surrender to me means the self reality. Now in this shloka, even though the first said sentence is sarvadharman parityaja, that is not the aim. What Lord wanted to tell is Mamekam sharanam raja. His idea of telling Arjuna Mamekam sharanam raja. Then Arjuna says, how can I do Sharanagati to you? In so many dharmas I am caught up. Never mind, surrender to me, he will take you to ultimate. Therefore, you give up all those dharmas. And then for the Paramadharma Rupi Bhagavad Prapti, only Sarva Dharma we have to give up. Other than, if the Paramatma is not our goal, the immediate next best thing is Sarva Dharma Paripalana. Not even one dharma you can compromise with it. That is what Bhagavan meant. Your Varna dharma, your Ashram dharma, your Udyoga dharma, your then whatever Upasana dharma, Yajnayaga dharma, all of them you must do only, and you have the right to give them up only when you are aiming at the Parama dharma of reaching me. You have only two options. One is Parama dharma, second the other dharma. There is never said give up other dharma, give up dharma or take up other. But if you don't get a correct guru to teach us, or we ourselves think we'll understand the way we want, then you will misinterpret only. An example. So therefore, vichara on the basis of Shastra as taught by the Guru, we have to be trained in. If somebody is not like that, he is a Naradhama, and you never be in the company of him, because he is the one Vipat Nava Lata Madhu. He is like Madhumatha for the newer and newer branches or the creepers of Vipadas Apadas. And he is also giver of the Dukkha, bringer of the Dukkha to you. And the Dukkha is Lagu and Sukshma. Sukshma and Stula. So Dukkha Kandakaram Astulam Vipat Nava Lata Madhu Rama Tyajya Dhure अभी निर्विचार नराधमः है ना. राम दूरे परित्याज्य निर्विवेको नराधमः. The person who is not doing viveka is adamara. You give him up, you keep him away. And unsaid, without saying you have to catch his, if he is not doing vichara of the buddhi, then he is only following his addictions. He is only following his habits. He is only following the equally other stupid fellows. He has not got his own personal vichara based on Shastra and Guru. This is another beautiful sloka. Now next one. Ye kechana durarambha durachara duradhayah avicharena te bhanti vetalaha tamasayatha. Ye kechana durarambha durachara duradhayah. अविचारेण ते भान्ति बेतालाः तमसा यथा. Again the example, same. बेतालाः तमसा यथा. The betala, the betal Vikram wale kahani. All the Rakshasa or Pishacha, when it's very dark at night, then only they come. Daytime they don't come in that light of the daytime. Generally in all the Kathas, Purana, you never see it was a very fresh daytime full of sunlight blazing, and then ek dayam or betal ya bhoot aaya karke बहुत कम लिखा रहता है. Maximum is that was the night time, the night of Amavasya. It was clouded, and therefore anyway Amavasya, no moon and clouded, therefore not even twinkling stars also there. At that time खड़ 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 खिड़की का आवाज हुआ, वहां एक बेताड़ा आया, दर्शन दिया मेरे को, और वो बेहोश हो गया. बिकॉज मैं मेकअप करके बैठी थी. so only night time the बेताड़ा comes, not daytime. So here also he very good, having given the example, he tells that कि ये केचन whatever durarambha, all the destructive initiatives, durarambha जो आगे हमको जरूर दुख देने वाले आरंभ, naturally they are all adharma and papa prompted by the kamana ityadi. So ekechana durarambha, therefore duracharaha, all the wrong activities, wrong projects. Arambha means initiatives, wrong acharas. Durachara is wrong acharas. Arambha is practice, project, topic taken up, like chori. Durarambha is the thought of chori karna. Achara means actually practically doing it. Durachara. Then the result is duradhayaha. The persecutions at the mind level of guilt and regrets, or one will be caught because of this durachara, severely punished, then the adi, the dukkha of the mind, inexplicable. So durarambha, durachara and duradi. गलत प्रोजेक्ट हाथ में लेना और वो गलत काम करना और उसके कारण मन में बहुत भयंकर दुखी होना. All these three and such things are avicharena te bhanti. They all happen in a human being's life because he is not doing vichara. He is vichara rahita avicharavan purusha. सो जस्ट लाइक द बेताल है तमसा यथा, रात के टाइम ही बेताल आता है, उसी तरह अविचारवान पुरुष ओनली दुरारंभ दुराचार दुराधि he will succumb to. Therefore, if you want to have peaceful mind, not duradhi, swastha antakarana, avoid durachara, and also no dura undertakings, आरंभास, ओनली वन वे साधन शास्त्र पढ़कर विचार करो और उसके अनुसार सत्कर्म करने का ही निर्णय लो. And thousands of examples. The people to the samsara, and in the samsara, to the so many of negativities, they are addicted. Durarambha, durachara. Continuously persecuted and suffering in the mind. No peace at all, no joy at all, no contentment at all, no fulfillment at all. Always guilt and regrets, frustrations and depression, decisions. सबसे भयंकर fears. Bhaya. They are all called duradi. Why they came? Because of durachara. Why did you do durachara? Because durarambha. Why did you so? Because विचार नहीं किया. अब देखो the simple thing, no? I have my guru. Guru knows shastras. Guru knows dharma. Guru knows moksha. And now I am always under his guidance and observation. है कि नहीं? अब मन में आया चोरी करने की बात, अभी जो बोला घोटाला, तो जाके पूछो गुरु से, गुरु महाराज चोरी घोटाला करूं क्या? इसे अब रुक बेटा, मैं थोड़ा पुस्तक देखकर बोलता हूँ. He will see the पुस्तक and know where it is written. That way, ये चोरी करना, ये चुगली करना, ये घोटाला करना is an honest or good action. No, Guru says, बेटा, as per shastras, if you do this durachara, you will have this duradhi of terrible naraka and dukha. मैं कहता हूँ नहीं करो बस, you are saved. Then सत्कर्म I want to do. Guru Maharaj दान धर्म करनी है. अरे very good, but पात्र देशे काले से पात्र च properly करो दान. He will encourage us. So in short, all the wrong initiatives, wrong actions, and wrong outer result of losses, insults, and the inner result of the inner misery, frustration, they all are bhanti avicharena, because of non-thinking only. They all are caused. So see, in each of these slokas, some or the other such precious idea Bhagavan is giving to convince to us that please live life of vichara. If you have the vichara of your own, based on Shastra and Guru, you don't need to regret, no need to take anybody's help also. You yourself can guide others. अब विचारवान नहीं बना तो स्वयं ही दुख का कारण बनोगे अपने. This is one more shloka. Another same thing about the dushta vyakti who never does the vichara. अविचारिणमेकान्त वनद्रुमसधर्मकम् अक्षमं साधुकार्येषु दूरे कुरु रघुद्वः. From mind also we have to remove the vichara, replace it with vichara. As regards our company of friends and relatives also, we have to be choosy and selective. Here he says, avicharinam, the one who is not doing vichara. And ekanta vanadhruma sadharmakam. He is like a tree which is all alone in the farthermost forest. कोई जाता नहीं उधर, उसको किसी को फायदा ही नहीं. So a person who doesn't do vichara is compared with a tree which is very far away in the jungle, non-acceptable to anything, anybody, not useful to anybody. Such one person, such one. Avicharinam ekanta vanadhruma sadharmakam. Sadharma is just like, similar to. Then akshamam sadhu karyeshu. Because he is not doing vichara, therefore neither in him the decisions are there, never there are the practices are there for doing the sadhu karya. Therefore he is akshama, incapable of sadhu karya, the good activities. Not doing vichara, therefore not capable of doing satkarma, sadhu karma. Such person, dure guru raghudvaha. As it is said, dure parityaja earlier. Here also, hey raghudvaha, dure guru, never befriend him, never trust him, never allow him to come too near to you, send him away. No, when Vaashishthaji is bringing this topic, in every topic, about the dussanga, what he means is what? You may be noble and wise. Yet you will be influenced, coming under some or the other obligation if you have the negative people in your friend circle, etc. Therefore, na rahega bas na bhajegi basuri. If you have a dushta friend, he will try to convince today, nahi to tomorrow. Best is what? You just keep him away. Problem ही नहीं रहेगा. You may be good, but you will be under influence of others. You will come under some obligation because you can't trust the other person's vocabulary, the other person's emotion, sentiment. In what way he convinces you to do the wrong thing? When you do the wrong, after that, jitna bhi regret karo, kya fayda? The moment you know this person is not doing vichara and he is never doing the satkarma, so akshamam sadhukaryeshu. He is always doing dushkarma only. So if I am in his company, he will also make my intellect blunt too. He will make me also to be a slave of vasanas desires. So then he will never allow me. Like him, he will train me also not to do the sadhu karya. He will put only me in the asadhu karya. Therefore, better is dure kuru ragodva, whoever they may be. Here, what? This is a big subject. It is key. At any period of history, as good people are there, so also bad are there. In any period of the history, good people became bad because the company of the bad. Therefore, in any period of history, the good person to maintain goodness, he'll have to take this care of being away from this bad people. Dussanga sarvathaiva tyajya. Hmm. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Dushkarma ityadi karanatvat. In Narada Bhakti Sutra it comes. Dussangaha sarvatheva tyajyaha kama, Krodha, Lobha, Mada, Smriti, Bramsha, Buddhinasha, Sarvanasha karanatvat, he says. काम क्रोध लोभ मद बढ़ाते हुए स्मृति भ्रंश करा के बुद्धि नाश करा के सर्वनाश कराते हैं ये दुष्ट लोग. इसलिए दुस्संग नहीं रखना. इट कैन बी ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट, इट कैन बी ऑफ एनी पर्सन. दुस्संग सर्वदा सर्वदा त्याज्य. काम क्रोध लोभ मोह स्मृति भ्रंश बुद्धिनाश सर्वनाश कारणत्वात्. दुस्संग सर्वथा इव त्याज्य. Here also, therefore, Duri Kuru He Ragudvaha. That person who is Akshamam Sadhu Karyeshu. A good actions of spiritual sadhanas, a good actions of Yajna for the sake of the world, a good action of Dana, Dharma, the one who's never doing, only indulge in bad things. Why? He stopped doing vichara. He never started doing vichara. कि मैं अच्छा कर रहा हूँ कि बुरा कर रहा हूँ, इससे फ्यूचर में लाभ होगा कि नष्ट है, या किसी को मैं दुखी कर रहा हूँ उसका नतीजा क्या होगा, ये शास्त्र सम्मत है क्या, ये गुरु सम्मत है क्या, ये लोक का कल्याण है क्या. ही इज नॉट डूइंग विचार. साधु कार्य में अक्षम है. कीप दैट फेलो अवे. एंड वी आल्सो शुड नॉट बी सच असाधु व्यक्ति हु इज नॉट डूइंग विचार एंड डूइंग ओनली असाधु कर्म एंड नेवर डूइंग साधु. ऐसा हमको भी नहीं होना चाहिए. For others, let us become a good company to others. Let us seek only good people for our company. This is one of the a beautiful shloka. एक और देखते हैं हम. एक क्यों क्या दो देखेंगे. Then 21st श्लोका. विविक्तम हि मनोजंतोः आशा वैवश्य वर्जितम पराम निर्वृतिमभ्येति पूर्णचंद्र इवात्मने. Excellent श्लोका ना. विविक्तम हि मनोजंतोः आशा वैवश्य वर्जितम पराम निर्वृतिमभ्येति पूर्णचंद्र इवात्मने. So jantoho manaha, the mind of a human being. Jantu means human being. Manaha jantoho. Asha vaivashya varjita. It is freed from the vivashata to the ashas. It is freed from the helplessness to be victimized by the asha, the desires. Means the one who is not a slave to the desires. So asha vaivashya varjitam manaha jantoho, a person whose mind is free from desires. Second is viviktam, that which is full of vichara samarthya. तो विचार सामर्थ्य कामना राहित्य. अब अगेन ये बात क्यों आया? विचार ना करोगे तो कामनाएं विल गो अवे. Yes, but for whom? Who has come to the vichara level. And why generally people do not come to vichara? Because they are already lost in the kama. Therefore, they are complementing. Complementation. Where do we stand now? Depending on that, what is the first sadhana to be done? Simple understanding, I am not doing vichara. Simple understanding, the karana of it is, I am in, my mind is in vivashata to the asha. So therefore, what is the sadhana? Even though what I have to do is viveka, but the obstacle for the viveka is asha vivashata. Therefore, keep the asha vivashata away for some time. 1 week, give up the slavery of the mind to the desires. Then, with that commitment, now do the vichara. Viviktam is vichara. So, viviktam hi manojanto asha vaivashya varjitam. That mind of the human being, which is free from the asha, and also it is doing the vivikta, the vichara, for him, param nirvritim abhyeti. This is a very important thing. The supreme peace he will obtain. That mind of him will obtain the supreme peace, means the mind will be able to listen, understand the tattva, do the vichara, do the dhyana, and even experience that Paramatma. That alone is called param nirvritim. Param nirvritim abhyeti. Purna chandraiva atmani. In his own self, the supreme peace and bliss he will get, like the beautiful light and coolness of the Purna Chandra. So Purna Chandra iva Atmani Param Nirvritim Abhyeti. Janto Yasya Manaha Viviktam Asha Vaivashya Vivarjitam. Varjitam. So purify the mind and do the vichara through the Shastra Jnana. You will get the Atmanumoti. It is like the Purna Chandra Anumoti. So our mind will be as blissful, Nirvritam is blissful and happy, like the Purna Chandrama. तो यार पूर्ण चंद्रमा से हमको जो ब्लिस मिलता है वो नहीं, पूर्ण चंद्रमा की तरह ब्लिस, यू नो, कंप्लीट, द इन्फिनिट ब्लिस विल बी अवर्स. यार पराम निवृत्ति के लिए एग्जाम्पल पूर्ण चंद्रमा दिया, हमारे लिए नहीं दिया. तो हिज पीस एंड हैप्पीनेस इज लाइक द पूर्ण चंद्र, नॉट व्हेन पूर्ण चंद्र इज देयर आई गेट हैप्पीनेस, ऐसा नहीं. आई माय माइंड इटसेल्फ इज लाइक पूर्ण चंद्र. When we have the viviktam, and that is preceded by asha vaivashya vyarjitam. Asha vivashasaste, आशा के विवशता से फ्री हुआ सा मन, विवेक करके आत्मा शास्त्र ज्ञान का, when they realize the self, his nirvurti is para, and that is like the chandrama, purna chandrama. So like tesham sukham shashvatam netaresham, tesham shanti shashvati netaresham, as it is said in the Upanishads. और सशांति मापनोति न काम कामी, then सशांति अधिगच्छति, as it said in Gita. Same thing here Vashishtha says, param nirvritim purna chandramiva tasya manah apnoti jantoho yasya manah आशा वैवश्य वर्जितम यस्य मनः विविक्तम. अब करो फिर, बात समझ गए. So many discussions, but nothing only this. Go to Sadguru, study the Shastras, and in that both Dharma, Adharma, Papa, Punya, Yajna, Upasanaye, Tapasyaye, opposite of that Tamoguna, and finally Atma, Atma Vichara. ये सब विचारों को सीखो और करते रहो अनुक्षणम. That if the buddhi awakens to that vichara, and that happens every moment, you know, we have almost achieved the highest. But that buddhi has been turned towards the vichara of the Atmanatma. वो बंदा तो मुक्ति का ही लायक हो जाएगा. You know, here vichara is on the basis of Shastra for deciding good or bad. Vichara is not being a cynical person, being a doubtful person, being unnecessarily cross-examining or questioning. ये शंका वाला व्यक्ति की बात नहीं हो रहा है, विचार कर रहे, ये काम अच्छा है कि नहीं, बुरा है कि नहीं, ऐसा वाला. निरंतर, step to step, you have to do the vichar. You know, like when you drive the car or when you are walking, it has become a habit, we don't observe, but there is vichara going on. Then only that step is put. That's why if something is there which is slippery, in a second's notice we know it, यहाँ पाँव नहीं लगाना चाहिए, then we just save ourselves. If the vichara is not there, how do we do that, take that decision? So every step the vichara is going on. As in that walking time, every step which is going on, in all other important aspects of life also, you have to go on doing vichara. बोलने के टाइम विचार, कर्तव्य अकर्तव्य क्या विचार, इस तरह इन द माइंड विच थॉट्स टू एंटरटेन, उसका भी विचार. Isn't it? Continuously maintain it, then you are safe. You will get such a param nirvritti which is like Purna Chandra. Okay, wonderful, you know. बहुत सुंदर श्लोक एक और देखेंगे आज. विवेकितोदिता देहे सर्वं शीतलयति अलम अलंकरोति चात्यंतम ज्योत्स्नेव भुवनम यथा. Like the entire bhuvana, how it is beautified by the jyotsna, the Chandrakanti. That moonlight, it just makes the whole bhuvanam beautiful. Jyotsna iva bhuvanam. So the moonlight making the world appear beautiful. In that Purna Chandrama Kanti, the beauty of the trees, the forest, the mountains standing, the rivers in that Chandrama reflection, it is really unique. Those who have seen it, they know it. And at that time when you are in the veranda of your house without any electrical lights and all nonsense, that Kanti ki mein white color of khana khate ho, no? Moonlight dinner. We had it, Baba. Thank God. Moonlight dinner हम खाए हैं, moonlight में सोए भी. इन बचपना ये सब nonsense कम ही था ना. We are always sleeping outside terrace के ऊपर, बाहर ही. दो चार बार सांप भी आया शरीर के ऊपर, पकड़ के फेंक दिया. छोटा वाला. यू नो यार, बिच्छू तो इतने बार आया होगा. गांव में रहते थे ना, छुट्टियों में गर्मियों का, स्टे देर. वहाँ छुट्टियों में गर्मी, देर और लकड़ रखते हैं खाना बनाने के लिए जलाने को. एंड देर ओनली द घास फूस भी होता है, और पत्तल बनाने के पत्ते भी वही होते हैं. भर वहाँ तोड़ के लाए इमली वगैरह, ऑल आर केप्ट अराउंड ओनली. So some of them come, but the joy of that moonlit night. So here he says, Jyotsna iva bhuvanam. How the bhuvanam is beautified by the Jyotsna. In the same way, udita viveka. Vivekita udita. Udita vivekita. If the vivekita is fully blossomed or risen, then dehe, if one in one individual's life, sarvam shitalayati alam. It makes everything cool. His own life, others' life also. Then alankaroti chatyantam. It also makes one's performance and mutual behaviors alankara yukta. So it quietens, it cools down, and it adorns. So udita vivekita. If a person's vivek has risen, has what do you say, raised or risen like the sunrise, because of that person, in him and others also, both the things. One is shitalayati, second is alankarot, cooling and adorning. Alankarot. Little thoughts regarding this. We have to little contemplate with some examples. Tomorrow we'll study this subject. Thank you. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamada Purnamevavashishyate Shanti 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 Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Shri Ramachandra Bhagwan ki Jai. Om Nadatra Suryo Bhatina Chandra Tarakam Nema Vidyuto Bhanti Kutoyam Tameva Bhantam Tasya नारायण नमो मंगल ब्रह्मलोका देवी और श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. योग रामायण शास्त्र की जय. वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेद व्यास आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय. बोलो सब संदर की जय. सद्गुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम. अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदि पराशक्ति माता की जय. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवा उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक मोक्ष मुक्त गण की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक संस्कृति की जय. अध्यात्म जीवन विधान की जय. Friends, join in 2 minutes to study Vaishnava Kanda Skanda Purana, Venkateshwara Mahatmya. Then we have also the Purana, Mandukya Paranam, but before these two, the beautiful shloka in Bhajagovindam, Guru Charanambuja Nirvana Bhaktaha, we are going to study that. Okay. Hmm.